Hello everybody, Julie from Who Gives a Cluck, and this is Lily the hen, who you all know about, quite famous, our little battery hen from last year who now walks. Dommy, who you can't see, is in the pond having a swim, her best friend. And behind us is Monty, our postage and handling boss, our beautiful rescue thoroughbred. Guys, today I wanted to give you the symptom checking. A lot of you have been asking for it, and if you're going to call me about having a sick hen, which I do feel a lot of calls for, I want you to know what you're looking for, and you could tell me the symptoms, and then we can talk about... Lily, I'm talking. Shh. So, did you get that? Yep. All right, so we're going to be doing the symptom checker now. So eventually I'll be raising money to do an online symptom checker for all of you. But in the meantime, twice a year when you're doing your worming, you should be doing this as a practice with all your hens, because you might see things that you wouldn't see normally. Or if you've got a hen you think is not quite well, you should do all of this check that I'm about to do for you, and then you'll know what the symptoms are, and you could start looking at the most natural things you can do to help her. Or you text me and I'll help you anyway. So here we go. Lily, we're going to start from top to bottom. I'll do more intensive ones later, but for now let's just look at this. So first of all, you're looking at their face, and you're looking at their comb. Even though hers is flopped over, it was flopped over a lot more. The colour of it is important. Feeling it, the temperature, a normal temperature. Too hot, too cold can indicate too cold, lack of circulation. Too hot can be infection. I'm not going to go into what might be happening with the symptoms. That was just one example. I'm just going to ask you what to look for. Colour, temperature. Then we look at their eyes. Do they have good clear eyes and pupils? And you do, darling. Is the nose clear? How are the wattles? Looking at colouring everywhere. Then we look at their throat. So with this one, thumb and forefinger, it's the smell test. Oh, and that was a March fly. Ouch. Thank you, Lily. You smell. If you smell anything yeasty, that's a symptom. It's not normal. So she looks fine. Also, when you're in there, you can actually have a look at the integrity of their throat. Make sure there's nothing down there. Like, you're not necessarily going to see gapeworm, but it's worthwhile checking. Next will be their crop. If you do this in the morning, that's a good thing to do, because if their crop is full and squishy, that would be a symptom. So you're looking at a decent, good crop. She's got a little bit of seed in there from being fed, yeah? So not too squishy, not too big and full, not too compacted. The next thing we're looking at, let's go to their bum. Bop, oh, bop. Nice clean bum. You want to look at their vent to make sure that's all good, and they've got a nice clean area. It's something to check. Oh. You also feel their tummy. So this is their coelemic cavity. So you know the most common reason a hen would pass away or die is because of egg-related colonitis. So the size of their tummy should be a normal size. Check all your hens and you'll know what normal is, and then you go, whoa, this feels bigger, fuller. That could be a problem, and very commonly. Okay, next is their feet. So you've got to test reflexes. Reflex, see how she's bending. Now, see for her, this one doesn't. That's because she's a battery hen. That would have been broken when she was in the battery cages. And this one, Lily, can we see this one? See? Oh, very good, but this one, not. So we know that toe, but she still walks fine. Now we're looking at the bottom to make sure there's no injuries. Bumblefoot is another common thing that you can get with hens. So some type of needle stick injury. So you're looking there. We're then looking at the scales. Any chance of scaly leg mite? Does she have healthy scales, or are some of the scales dirty and lifted? How do you reckon that's going? Yeah? The next thing would be, and lastly, not a big one, but feathers. Now, at the moment, Lily's molting. She's been picking her feathers out left, right and centre. But pretty healthy considering not too long ago she was very bald. So guys, from that point of view, the next thing to look at for symptoms that aren't showing physically, your hen might be staying away from the others. It might be going early to bed at night. It might be not coming out so early in the morning. It's staying away because hens typically get preyed upon. So all the flock are going, you're sick, go away. So the hen will hide their illness until the very, very last. And that's really important to understand. So look at your flock. If they are staying away, going to bed early, staying in late, it's something to start going, I need to get that little hen and have a good look at her and see what's going on. If all else fails, send me a text or call me, happy to help. And one day in the next year, we'll have a real online symptom checker with all your help. Thank you so much. Bye. And before I go, I just want to show you the filmographer, Connor, who's a volunteer. Say hi, Connor.
Hello.
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 He's been doing the filming and helping me with all the chooks. Thank you so much, Connor. Bye, everyone.